We are back in the lab with MYAVANA. So excited to have a special guest with us, Jessie Lou.
Hi.
Your
So
sister.
welcome. Very happy to be in the lab with MYAVANA. How y'all doing?
We good. I'm going to have to coin that.
In the lab with MYAVANA. Very excited to be here.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you.
Yes. So I'm here today because I am very excited to talk about this, but I'm partnering with MYAVANA to launch my own hair care line.
Yes, that's so big.
Yes. I'm very excited.
So tell us what has inspired this.
So many things have inspired it, but first of all, I want to talk about the name. The name's going to be Joyeux Hair Care, and Joyeux was my grandmother's name. She passed away when I was little. It was my father's mother. Joyeux means joyous in French.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yes, and so I am inspired by that name because when I think about my hair, it is its best when it's happy. And when I'm happy, my hair is happy. And so we have the name. Also, we have the mood, which is a happy mood. I'm all about happiness and moods. I'm a Cancer, so moods kind of.
Oh,
really? So like I feel like moods are our thing. Like moods, everything's a mood. But happy hair means everything, and also being happy means everything to me. So the line is gonna be made, obviously, we're focusing on using natural ingredients, and also aromatherapy is gonna be a factor of Joyeux Hair Care. I believe that, different scents, science has shown that different scents do bring about different moods, and so, that's gonna be the focus of my hair care. I'm really excited. I feel like I have always showcased my hair, whether it be my hair right now, which is a wig, or whether it be my hair, or whether it be my hair underneath. Just because you're wearing a wig doesn't mean you should not treat and care for your own hair underneath.
Amen.
Whether you're doing wigs, whether you're doing sew-ins, like whatever. Please, you do have to take care of your own hair underneath, and that's something I have always used my platform to say. I have always promoted hair care lines that I really like, especially like Black-owned hair care lines that I really like, and I'm really excited to see what's happening right now in the hair care space. So many Black women are coming forth with new lines that, that cater to different things, different hair textures, different hair needs. And so I'm really excited. I've wanted to do this for years, but I remember speaking with Candace one time last year, and she was like, why don't you do hair care? And I was like, I've always been scared to do it. I was always scared to do it. I always felt like, okay, what am I going to add that's new? Like, I feel like there's so many things that are happening, but there's always something different that you can bring to the space. And so Joyeux Hair Care will bring different things, something
That's
different.
great. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love that story. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
So you mentioned some brands that have come out recently.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? Have you tried any of them?
I've tried like many brands. Like let me not say many. I've tried several, and I definitely do like wash days, and I show people on my IG, on my Instagram, my social media, like what hair care products I'm using. I think one of my favorites will always be Olaplex. Like I really love Olaplex. I think that when it comes to like bonding, repair, Olaplex they just have that on lock. Like there is just, they just have it there. I always get that squeaky clean, that squeaky.
Yes.
Yes, like that's how I know my hair is clean and it was clarified for real.
Say it again.
Yes, if your hair doesn't do the
especially with Olaplex.
Yeah. I said it today too. I was using Fenty hair care, Fenty hair. And I used their products. And when my stylist was using it, shout out to Trey, and she was washing my hair, and she was like, draining the hair out, it did
Get you-
I was like, oh, okay, this is good.
Okay.
This is good. Like, it definitely got my hair clean. And I used the Fenty moisturizing bundle. It was really good because I used it after I had a sew-in for like 6 weeks. My hair was dried out. Even my edge, like when you keep flat ironing your edges and all, like it just was child. So it did a good job at bringing my hair back to life. It was good. I recently did try Shea Moisture bonding.
Okay.
Didn't like it. I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but I didn't like Shea Moistures. I felt like it was a lot of moisture. Like, I just felt like it was,
Wasn't
it
doing much
didn't
bond
really,
building.
yeah. So I don't feel like it did much for my hair in particular. What else? Who else? I like TPH, Taraji P. Henson. I think she slept on.
I think she slept on.
I think she slept on. Like, when it comes to aromas,
I love an aroma.
And I like
Yeah.
the 3-pronged, like bottles, just
Yeah.
because you could actually get it on your scalp.
Exactly.
I really like that.
Exactly.
And she slept on.
She slept on. And then, I mean, even like outside of bonding, I mean, I've always loved Mayel. Mayel has a rosemary mint line that they do, which is, that worked wonders on my hair.
It's a good line.
Yes, like the mint, the rosemary, my hair loves that. Who else? Outside of
Sacred?
bonding.
Anybody
I
tried?
haven't tried Sacred.
I
Have
haven't
y'all?
tried it.
I haven't tried
I haven't
Sacred
tried it yet.
I do want to.
Yeah.
They're good things though.
I've heard good things,
especially
too.
from stylists
Yeah.
in particular.
Same. I haven't tried it, but I have heard it's good.
Shout
who
out
else?
Sacred, send us
Yeah,
some products to try.
Beyonce sent me a bottle. girl.
Taraji.
Right, yes. Who else? Pattern. Actually, I was telling you guys earlier, this is not like bonding or repair, but Pattern has amazing hair gel. Now, I don't know what she put. I don't know what type of gorilla snot they got in that hair gel, but that hair gel, if you want to put up a door, it will hang your door up. Like, it gels me down. Like, it gels me down. And I just got her hair tool, so I'm excited to try that. But yeah, those are a couple companies. You know who else is good? African Pride.
Yeah.
Their Moisture Miracle.
Yeah.
Miracles, actually.
The African Pride is actually very, very good.
Yeah.
I don't know what they got going on over there, but it's very good.
The formulators are
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about African Pride either. But yeah, those are some of the who else? Am I
the
leaving anybody
technology
out?
has come a long way when
Yeah.
it comes to hair care.
Yeah.
So there's some great brands and some great hair care lines
Mhm.
that cater really to whatever your hair goals and your hair challenges are. We've been talking a lot about bond repairing because a lot of people are walking around with damaged hair.
Yep.
Over processed, too much heat,
Color.
color, exactly. So those brands are definitely great to stick with if you're having those hair challenges.
Yeah.
At the same time, if you're not, then there's products like that have a good balance, like Pattern
Yeah.
Yeah.
or like Taraji. So there's definitely a plethora of brands out there for all your needs, which is where MYAVANA comes in. Right?
Exactly.
Shameless plug.
Shameless but unshamed. Listen, you guys need to steer the people the right way to go. That's the whole purpose of MYAVANA, is to make sure that we all know like our hair types and what our hair needs according to what we're looking to do with our hair. So,
And that's great because not only do we keep in mind healthy hair is happy hair,
Yep.
but also you want to look good.
Yes.
So however you like to wear your hair. I'm a curly girl at heart, so I'm typically a wash and go. But Rachel's,
I like a set
she
style.
likes to set styles, and we know you do all the things.
yeah. I do my hair out, do my wigs, I do my braids,
Yeah.
I do it all. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I had a question for you.
Okay.
What is your burning like hair care question or myth that we could help answer?
I have a burning hair myth. So I am Haitian,
Mm-hmm.
and l'huile mascriti is everything. So in our culture, castor oil, we use it for everything. Like, we use it for medicine, we use
Yes.
it on our skin, and we use it in our hair.
No.
No, but literally, I used to wear it a lot in my hair, and I stopped a couple years back because I just noticed it wasn't giving me anything other than just moisture, like, extreme moisture at that. And sometimes I just felt like it kind of, I saw my hair just go through this stunt. And so I stopped using it and I would go to essential oils, but not as much as I had been using castor oil. So I wanted to ask, like, in our communities, castor oil is believed to grow your hair.
Yeah.
Is that true?
The science behind it, I haven't seen.
Okay.
So my answer is going to be no.
Okay.
Keep in mind, anyone who knows me knows I'm not going to recommend an oil. I'm going to go the science route when it comes to hair thinning and when it comes to hair growth in general, right?
Okay.
Because your hair is always growing. It's just how you're taking care of it depends on if you're maintaining and retaining that length. So
Makes
when it
sense.
comes to oils, I like to say it's good for maybe a pre-poo, like a hot oil treatment. It may be useful in your skin.
Okay.
You know, I've heard,
I do use it
the
on my
belly
skin.
button with the castor oil and, maybe like the drinking it in the detox of the body. But your scalp is very sensitive and heavy oils and butters can clog your pores. And not only that, right, just like on your face. So if you're applying all these oils to your hair, right, at night, and you're laying that hair on your pillow, which is then getting on your face, and then you're walking around wondering why your skin is breaking out,
Yeah.
because those are, some of them are not comedogenic. So they're pore clogging, and we don't want to use oils like that. So I just say, just stay away from the oils.
Yeah. Is that why I saw a stunt?
It could be. I don't know what else your hair care routine entailed. I also don't know what your daily routine is. So I don't know what your eating habits were. I don't know how you were, if you were drinking your water, are you working out and maintaining your overall health, because that affects your hair growth as well, right? So I would say when it comes to the oils in your hair, other than essential oils, like there's scientific evidence that rosemary oil helps with hair growth, evidence that tea tree mixed with the carrier oil or peppermint can help with scalp issues, right? But when it comes to hair, it needs to be cleaned, just like you have to clean your skin.
Right.
So
Right.
no oil, just no.
Yeah.
Just
Because I
no
did feel
oil,
like it was getting
please.
very gunky, but I thought, because I wear a lot of wigs too, so one key to me, I feel like preserving my hair is making sure that I do add moisture. So that's when I did switch over to like essential oils and finding out like which essential oil was good for what. Like I know with mint, the mint will kind of like wake your scalp up, like, hey, you know what I mean?
It can be antiseptic too. So those seborrheic dermatitis and things like that, mint and tea tree could be good for that.
Okay.
Again, in moderation, right?
Of course.
Because anything overdone, mint can burn, tea tree can burn if you don't mix it with the proper carrier oil. So that's something you can put in the castor oil to pre-treat, but then you need to wash it out.
Okay.
Get that squeaky.
Get that exactly. With the sulfates.
Yes.
With the sulfates, please. Unless you have a sulfate allergy, with the sulfates.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Any other questions?
So another question I have is, what is a product or maybe an ingredient that is really, really popular right now, but actually isn't that great for our hair?
Aside from the oil?
Aside from castor oil.
Aside from the oil, that's not great. I don't know if I could name a specific ingredient, but I will say protein can be overused.
Oh, that's good. Why? Because I feel like I hear all that protein treatment. I've always, even when I was little, like I would hear that when I was like a teenager. Why? Why is it overused?
I was gonna say Rachel just touched on this.
Now we have all those reparative lines, like we're talking about the Fenty Hair, the Sacred, and even the Shea Moisture Balm.
The Olaplex, the K18.
Yeah, and some of those use proteins, like the Sacred, their protein rice ritual. That's a ton of proteins, but they actually, looking at their ingredients, use a lot of amino acids, so it's broken down a little bit more into a smaller molecule. So I did like that in the sense that it could penetrate your strands a little bit easier. Okay. But again, I'm thinking that's better for high porosity clients as opposed to people. What that mean? So for porosity, that's basically how open your cuticle layer is. So the outermost region of your hair strand, it's like if it's more open, the moisture is going to come in but then seep right out. So that's high porosity.
Like a pine cone.
Exactly.
So if you think about it like a pine cone.
Or like the shingles on a roof. It's like you don't want your roof shingles to be so open that, water's just coming in and out through your home. And then if it's like medium, water might be able to seep in and then stay in and moisturize your hair.
Right.
But if it's low,
It's
then
closed pine
it's
cone.
closed. It's like the perfect roof job. The water's just kind of
Okay.
sliding off.
Yeah.
So depending, I don't know about for you, have you noticed in your own hair journey, how does your hair absorb moisture? Do you feel like when you're in the shower, the water just soaks up and it's like dried out? Or is like, for me, I'm a little more low porosity. So when I get out the shower, all the water just slides right off my hair. My floor is like soaking wet.
Wow.
You know, where do you
I
think
feel
you've
like
been?
over time, I feel like over time my hair has kind of changed.
Yeah, that can happen, especially if you've done like chemicals, color, or just like overheat styling, age, anything can kind of your porosity can definitely change throughout your life. Because I mean,
I feel like now my hair will not retain the water as long as it used to.
yeah,
Like drying my hair now is, I mean, even though it's still ghetto, like it's still a ghetto process, but like it is a faster process now versus like when I was younger, it would take a long time for my hair to dry.
It could be the technique too. The technique and the technology, right? From I don't know, when I was younger, it took a long time for your hair to get blow dried. But now bionic technology and
That's
you know,
true.
it makes it faster.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true. What about I hear people talk a lot about like keratin.
like keratin.
Yeah, keratin, my bad. Keratin, like what is
Like
the
a treatment
purpose?
or
Yeah,
like
what is the
a
purpose of keratin?
Yeah, so keratin is actually what like our
a protein.
nails, our skin, our hair,
It's
really nails and hair
are
made
built.
out of.
Yeah.
So sometimes they'll use that as a protein treatment for the hair, and some people actually use that chemical to kind of straighten their hair.
Which is along the lines of a relaxer.
Sure, it's kind of like
That's what I
a soft
thought.
launch
It is.
relaxer. You
But
know,
like I
kinda
see it all the
curl.
time.
It's loosening / breaking the disulfide bonds
In your
for
hair.
sure.
So it can be damaging if you're not doing it right.
I wouldn't do
I
it.
wouldn't do that either. I mean, I know of quite a few people who've done it and kind of saw good results. However, I think that was also in the ages like 2000s, 2010s, where everyone wanted their hair straight. But if you're trying to be natural, I don't really think there's the need to do that. And if you are going to do it, just like with any chemical treatment or color, you need to be in the salon. Regularly, you know, have a professional look after it because you can easily, your hair will just kind of go downhill pretty quickly if you're trying to manage it because you've done all that chemical treatments. So I wouldn't recommend to do that.
My thing is, if someone has to put gloves on their hands to apply something to my scalp, that's a red flag. It's a flag.
Didn't think about it. Didn't think of it like that. Yeah.
That's not something I want. Where my brain, my eyeballs, you know, like all the important things are up here. I don't want that there. So
yeah, definitely food for thought on that
Food
one.
for thought, for real. Food for thought.
And I mean, some people do it because of the maintenance, right, of your curls. If you're not familiar with how to take care of your hair, then that's typically when they go that route of some type of chemical treatment because it helps with
It's a little more manageable.
make it more manageable. But I think we should fall in love with how our hair grows out of our
I
head.
agree.
And learn to take care of it because it's a journey, and just like all journeys, there are ups and downs. But it's what's the word for joy?
Joyeux.
It's
just a joyeux journey.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, it's so funny that you say that because I was talking earlier and I was saying that I had traveled to Ghana last year and I realized that like even back over there are a lot of women who don't know how to take care of their own natural hair. You know, everything. It's kind of funny to see how we've all kind of traded places.
Yeah.
Like here, natural hair for the past couple of years has been so embraced. But then you go over there and it's like, nah, everybody's wigs, you know, like sew-ins. Like it's actually wigs really are the big thing. I'm like, Ghana is so damn hot. I remember I went there in November last year with a wig on and I was so pissed because like, I had to get it off immediately. Like I was so upset. Man, but there's so many wigs. And I think one of the things I want to encourage people who are going to buy Joyeux hair care is to care for your own hair. Like, just because we're doing the wigs and the braids and all that doesn't mean that we shouldn't care for our own hair. And what I love about MYAVANA is that's the same message that MYAVANA sends out too, is like, listen, this is your hair type. This is what your hair type needs. Here are the products for your hair type. And not only are we going to give you products, but we're going to give you Black-owned products. So we're keeping it in the family, and we're making sure that we're all educated on how to take care of our hair in our community. So, you know, I definitely want to carry that on into the Joyeux hair care experience too. Like, making sure that everybody who comes into contact with my product, like, you are encouraged to get to know your hair, like, love your hair. It's okay.
Yeah.
It is okay. Like, your hair, first of all, as long as your hair is happy, it's healthy. Healthy hair is happy hair to me. Like, that's another conversation too. I feel like so many people feel like good hair looks a certain way. What do you guys have to say to that?
I'm tired of that.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like we've internalized that so much as people of color, especially Black women, that it's hard every day, I feel like, to wear your hair in its natural state.
Yeah.
Especially if you have hair that shrinks a lot.
Yeah.
Because even I find myself, like, I wear twist outs most of the time because I don't want it to be, like, all the way up. You know, just be completely candid.
Yeah, yeah.
And because I may feel like
Shrinkage is real.
it's real. And if I have shrinkage sometimes, I'll be like, I feel like a little boy.
Oh,
And I don't like that, you know, but it's like I have to look back and realize, okay, I've learned this messaging since I was young. You know, like I always saw the ads with the flowing hair and like the good hair. And so I'm like, it's a journey of even unlearning that. And I want to get there. I'm on that journey currently, and I'm determined to get there to the point where I can just do a complete fro wash and go and not care and be like, I love this. I feel really happy and content with that because I've just like that good hair messaging has always been there, and like it's kind of been internalized by our mothers, their mothers, and they project that on us. Yeah. And we as Black people project that on each other.
Yeah,
so,
we do. We do.
I'm tired of it. Honestly.
Me too.
And I'm ready.
There's a good thing to shrinkage though. It's a sign of health.
Absolutely.
Right? Because that means you have good elasticity. So your
Didn't
hair's
think about it like
your
that.
hair's ability to be stretched and return back to its original form means that it has the right amount of moisture and protein balance in it. Because if it's too much moisture, then you're going to have too much stretch. If it's not enough moisture, then you're going to get breakage. So if you have shrinkage, that's good.
It really
That's a sign of health. That's a good thing.
See, and that's why we got to come to MYAVANA.
Come in the lab.
That's why we got to come in the lab. The lab going to let you know. I always thought shrinkage was not it. It's like,
Shrinkage
damn,
is good.
shrink. My hair shrunk. That's so true.
Good, yeah.
That means it, like you said, it has
It's
to.
healthy.
Its ability to stretch and return back to its original form. Yeah.
Dang.
It's
It is
happy.
It is joyeux. I love that. See, that's such a good message. I love that. So yeah, I mean, I'm really, really excited to embark on this journey here with you guys, and I look forward to continuing to educate everyone when it comes to their hair. You know, I am a strong believer in MYAVANA. I have had my hair tested. I've had my strands tested. I know what products work for my hair, and I want to invite you to do the same, to sign up and join and find out what your hair strands are, understanding your hair and understanding what your hair needs. And there are so many stylists who are already part of the MYAVANA family, so you might be surprised. Your hairstylist might be already a part of the game.
And if they're not, come on, gang.
Yeah,
Come on over.
yeah. Get your stylist to come in the lab too. So yeah, so definitely, if you are watching this, I want to make sure that you join and that you embark on this joyeux journey about learning more about your hair, learning about your hair strands, learning about how to better care for your hair. And that way we can make sure that, you know, you get all the things that you need when it comes to your hair care.
Absolutely. Thank you all for joining our special edition of In the Lab with MYAVANA with our special guest, Jessie Woo. We in the lab. We in the lab. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, y'all.